You explain how much area you have covered. Do you have your corporation engineers there also? This man is from Bhopal, na?
Yes,
So who has prepared this chart? Who has prepared this chart?
Mr. R.K. Shukla, Executive Engineer, Gwalior Municipal Corporation.
where is
Lalan
he?
Singh.
फिर तुम वही बात कर रहे हो जो यहाँ का कौन राजवीर था, कौन था वो जो कमिश्नर था, विजय राज, अब एडिशनल कमिश्नर। अब तुम भी उसी की लाइन में बात कर रहे हो। आए हो भोपाल से टीएडीए लेकर के, और जो डॉक्यूमेंट तुमको थमा दिया तुमने उसके आधार पे यहाँ पे एफिडेविट दे दिया। तुमको पढ़ना, इंजीनियर हो कि अनपढ़ हो? पढ़े लिखे हो ना, इंजीनियर हो, एग्जीक्यूटिव इंजीनियर हो, किस बात की तनख्वाह लेते हो तुम?
194
बाबूगिरी की पैसा लेते हो क्या, कि पोस्ट बैंक की पैसा लेते हो? तुम लोग की काम करने की आदत बिगड़ है ही नहीं आदत। सारा काम तुम लोग जो है बाबूगिरी के आधार पर चलाते हो, इसलिए सुनते हो कोर्ट से डांटे तुम लोग। जब हलफनामा तुमने दिया था तो तुमको देखना चाहिए था ना, क्या क्या तुम डॉक्यूमेंट्स लगा रहे हो? ऑर्डर शीट पढ़ी थी हमारी, क्या लिखा था उसमें? और तुम नए आदमी बुलाए गए हो यहाँ पे, वो राजवीर चला गया, उसको निकाल दिया प्रभारी से, और तुमको बनाया है ना। तो किसी लायकदार तुमको समझादार बनाने के लिए कि तुम भी उतने ही नालायक हो। समझा पा नहीं रहे हो तुम। हाइट ऑफ एब्सर्डिटी। और आपने उलझा दिया कमिश्नर साहब को, मोदी साहब को। काम ये आपका है, हलफनामा आपने दिया है, आप समझाइए ये 32 किलोमीटर कैसे होता है? खड़े लकीर के फकीर। क्या मिस्टर मोदी, क्यों आप, व्हाई डोंट यू डू सम होमवर्क एट होम सिटिंग विद देम? सरकारी काम है मतलब ऐसे चलेगा? जब ऑर्डर लिखा जाता है तो कुछ मकसद से लिखा जाता है ऑर्डर, तो आपने कुछ ब्रीफिंग लेना चाहिए ना भाई। इनको 2 दिन पहले बुलाओ, समझो क्या है, क्या समझा रहे हैं। ये सब काम कोर्ट के अंदर ही हो, होमवर्क कोर्ट में होगा। हम लोग आप लोग को सपोर्ट करते हैं, डिफेंड करते हैं, इसका मतलब ये नहीं हुआ कि आप लोग कुछ काम ही मत करिए। जो आईसी ने कहा लिख के दे दिया आपने। चलिए भाई, क्या है ये?
In terms of the previous order, compliant affidavit has been filed
Let me see the last order.
21st of February 24.
21st of February
24.
24. Now before that, let us see the previous order, because compliance is to be done of previous order. That is of 6th of February 24.
Yes, sir.
Now the second page. First we will take up the issue of trunk line. Now where is the affidavit of your council, of your OIC? कब आओ देना है?
Document number 1725.
Now this is the affidavit of
The Executive Engineer, Urban Administration.
executive engineer.
Urban Administration.
Acha. Yeah, he is posted at Bhopal or here?
He is posted at Bhopal.
भोपाल। Is he present? अच्छा, हाँ, क्या आपका, क्या पढ़िए, क्या एफिडेविट दिया आपने? हाँ पढ़िए मिस्टर मोदी, क्या है इसमें?
That video order dated 21st of February 24, the Honorable Court had directed the previous OIC, Shri Vijay Raj, Additional Commissioner, Gwalior Municipal Corporation, to submit a detailed affidavit with supporting documents in the matter. Thereafter, the OIC in the present matter has changed by the state government. Video order dated 22nd of February 24, and the present affiant has been appointed as OIC. Therefore, instant affidavit is being submitted by the affiant in compliance of the order dated 21st of February 24. In the order sheet of 21st of February 24, it has been directed that the detailed affidavit with supporting documents will be filed. From the previous order sheets, it may be discerned that the affidavit is to be submitted covering 2 aspects. One relating to the utilization of funds released in the year 2017, and second relating to finalization of experts' recommendation for laying down of trunk line and reference to the Finance Committee for approval of the proposed plan. With regards to the aforesaid, it is stated that in the In the year 2017, rupees 173.32 crores were assigned for the following works: setting up of STP of 145 MLD, setting up of 145 MLD pumping station, setting up of 4 MLD STP and pumping station at near Vicky factory, laying down sewage network of 32 kilometers in ward number 59 and 57 kilometers in 45 other wards. Rupees 73 crores were assigned for this. That in order to secure execution of the above said works, tender Amrit were invited through NIT mode. A copy of the contract agreement along with the tender documents is Annexure A. That at the internal page 3 of tender document, the bids were invited for various works including replacement, rehabilitation and augmentation of the existing sewerage system in Lashkar subsidy Gwalior. That the work under the aforesaid tender has been successfully executed and is presently under maintenance of the operator, which is for the period of 10 years. In the course of execution of the work, the lateral network of sewerage alongside the main trunk line was replaced, repaired, laid where there were no lines. The work was limited to laying down 57 plus 30 kilometers of lateral sewage network. Out of the total length of lateral sewage network, 57 kilometers of network is connected to the line which eventually merges with the main trunk line running under the floor bed of Swarnarekha River. The remaining 30 kilometers of sewage network is located at a different part of Lashkar subcity, and the same is connected with another sewer line leading to STP at Laliapura near Vicky factory. That the lateral network of 57 kilometers only partially covers the sewage discharge of all the households in the Lashkar subcity. There are still hundreds of households whose sewage discharge is let out in the open or flown in the open drains, which is otherwise supposed to carry only storm water during rains, which ultimately merges in Swarnarekha River. Due to lack of lateral sewage network connecting all the households, the sewage waste is ultimately finding its way in Swarnarekha and thus polluting the water. But so far as the work under the tender is concerned, the same has been fully executed. A copy of the completion certificate is so and so. A copy of the detailed work of laying down of sewage network under Amrit 1 is annexed as Annexure C. That with regards to the second aspect of the work...
No, first we will verify the first aspect.
Yes, sir.
Now you have given, come to para 4.
Yes, sir.
You have said that 173.32 crores were given. Number 1, setting up of STP plant of 145 MLD.
At Jalalpur.
Is it installed? It is installed. Mr. Harsh Singh, it is installed, huh? Setting up of 145 MLD pumping station at Sharma farmhouse. It is installed? 3. Setting up of 4 MLD STP and pumping station, 3.20 crore near Vicky factor. Laying down sewage network of 30.22 kilometer in ward number 59 and 57.763 kilometer in 45 other wards for rupees 73.03 crores. Now, so far as 30.22 kilometer in ward number 59 is concerned, where is a document to show that this line has been laid down? Because it is in 2 parts. And because your detailed affidavit says that you have done in part of the Lashkar city.
In both the part it has
You
been...
please show me this,
Yes, sir.
that the sewage network of 30.22 kilometer in ward number 59.
This is Annexure C.
Annexure C, page,
Sorry, Annexure D minus. Page number 247.
247.
7.
247. But this covers an area of 87.85 kilometer.
So, Malas, this is 50 plus 30. 57 plus 30. कौन सी डेट का है? डेट नहीं है।
डॉक्यूमेंट कब का है?
सर, ये डॉक्यूमेंट
24
25 फरवरी 2024।
So this is dated at page 258. It is dated.
No, 247.
Yes, sir.
कार्यालय आयुक्त नगर निगम नगर पालिका निगम ग्वालियर।
Yes, sir.
अब ये कागज किस तारीख को तैयार किया गया?
ये तारीख है सर 25/2/2024 at page 258.
258। तो ये कागज आपने अभी तैयार किया है?
हाँ, ये वेरीफाई करके दिया है।
नहीं तो जिस वक्त ये बनना है तैयार हुआ है वो कागज कहाँ है? ये टेंडर कब हुआ है?
सर इसका
ये 17 का अमाउंट है ना?
उसके संबंध में सर कंप्लीशन सर्टिफिकेट है पेज 249।
नहीं, ये खाना पूर्ति नहीं, आपने 17 के बाद टेंडर किया है ना? टेंडर कब किया?
2017 में।
तो उसके उसका कंप्लीशन कहाँ है?
वो सर पेज 244 पे।
तो दिस इज 24
नहीं सर, 244 is the completion. That is dated, this completion certificate is,
पेज 244।
yes sir,
हाँ।
वो 2022 का है। Physical completion।
17 आपने टेंडर दिया, किसको टेंडर दिया, कब बना ये?
सर ये टेंडर दिया है,
17 में आपने पैसा दिया है ना?
yes sir।
तो 17 में जो जो पैसा दिया है उसके कागज़ की पूर्ति, उस काम की पूर्ति उस तारीख उन तारीखों में बताइए। इस तारीख में टेंडर निकला, फिर टेंडर अवार्ड हुआ, फिर टेंडर में वर्क कंप्लीट हुआ। ये आपने 24 कागज़ क्यों लगाया? दैट क्रिएट सस्पिशन। यू शुड हैव इन ऑल फेयरनेस गिवन ऑल पेपर्स related to inviting tenders, award of tender, execution of work and completion thereof.
मतलब ये जो टेंडर एक्सेप्ट हुआ ये पेज नंबर 10 पे हुआ है।
पेज नंबर
10।
10। हाँ ये वी आर गोइंग बाई पैरा 4 है, ध्यान रखना आप।
Yes।
पैरा 4। तो ये एसटीपी प्लांट तो ये मिस्टर हर्ष सिंह बोल रहे हैं, इसमें कोई डिस्प्यूट नहीं है, ये हो ही गया। और एमएलडी का ये एमएलडी भी हो गया आपका, लगा हुआ है। तीसरा भी एसटीपी प्लांट लगा हुआ है। तो 2 एसटीपी प्लांट लगे हैं आपके।
Yes sir, एक छोटा एक बार।
हाँ, और फिर ये लिंक जो सीवेज नेटवर्क का ये इशू, ये समझाइए हमको आप, क्योंकि ये दोनों मिला करके हो रहे हैं 87.85। हाँ, तो पहले हमको आप ये बताइए कि जो 30 किलोमीटर का है वार्ड नंबर 59 में, उसका कहाँ डिटेल?
सर उसके संबंध में तो सर ये 2024 का ही डॉक्यूमेंट है और कंप्लीशन सर्टिफिकेट है। नाउ लॉर्डशिप वांट्स वी विल गिव द contemporaries document of 20s।
We do not know. That is the problem. See, Mr. Harsh Singh was telling us just on the other date that we are laying down the sewage lines and intend to converge all the sewage line at a point where from it would be connected to the trunk line. Now, what is the position as regards sewage line in the entire city?
If your lordship would complete the para 8 also, then it will put the entire picture in right perspective।
Huh.
The-
Because how much is the area where you have to lay because unless you lay complete sewage line, even if you go for trunk line, that will be of no use. Because as you have said, that even today in most of the area, the sewage line is open to the ground, and it is also polluting the Sonarikha river. So what are the steps taken in that? You have to explain.
Yes sir।
हाँ, so what do you want us to read?
Para 8 minutes, para 9 sorry,
Para?
9, that with regards to the second aspect of the work relating
No,
to,
this is within the trunk line.
no sir, it covers the remaining sewage network also। I'll
So
just
first let us know as regards 87.85.
so for
Then we will come to
87.8
later, then you have a question.
yes sir।
Then how much is the total area of laying of sewage line as against 87.85?
Well, it's for 87, what was covered and how much
I will
I'll have to
understand
submit.
the area of 87.85 only if when we come to know how much is the total area you have to cover for laying the sewage line. First, let us know, you have 3 parts in Gwalior, Murar and Lashkar.
So we
ये
have
3 एरिया है ना मिस्टर गुप्ता? अब इस 3 एरिया में आपने लश्कर और मुरार में सीवेज लाइन का क्या नेटवर्क बनाया? इसी प्रकार से ग्वालियर में कितना बनाया आपने? क्योंकि ये जो आपका जो पैरा 4 क्रॉस डी है, दिस रिलेट्स टू वार्ड नंबर 59. It is ward number 59 is in which area? Murar, Gwalior or Lashkar?
Lashkar।
Only Lashkar. Now what about Murar and Gwalior? And in Lashkar also, how much is the total area? Out of which you have only covered 57.63 kilometers, 30.22 kilometers.
Well, we have the detailed design, it's just that
So
it is
you
very-
have to give us additional affidavit also. We'll move further, wherein you take it down. How much is the total area in 3 parts of the city, Lashkar, Murar and Gwalior, where sewage line is to be laid, are to be laid? And in how much area sewage line is already laid? Right? This is one. Second, these in 45 other wards where you say that you have laid 57.63. So in this other 45 other wards, how much is the area total as against which you have laid only 57.63? Both figures should reconcile. Because if the entire city of Gwalior has only 46 wards, 46 wards,
66 ward.
huh?
66. 66 ward.
66. So then this is not as for your other wards. We do not know which other wards you have laid the sewage line. So give the details as against clause D.
Yes, sir.
That if you have laid sewage line in 57.63 kilometers in other 45 wards, which are these wards? So that we may work it out that how much area in the entire city is left for laying the sewage line.
Well, those details are there, but it is a document of today, yesterday.
No, that's what I'm saying. Maybe yesterday's document. But you let us know. When you first you have to demonstrate where, because you have taken amount, you have spent amount roughly around 73 crores rupees. 73 crores you have spent in clause D. So let us see in which area you have spent 73 crores.
So, would see page 248.
Huh.
It says ward-wise in which ward, what length of line has been, and with what diameter size has been laid.
248.
Yes, sir.
Huh? So why don't you give an affidavit in regards, because ultimately what we want is that entire city consists of 66 wards. Now against 66 wards, in how much area you have already laid a sewage line and how much is left?
That will be. What is left and in which ward how much is left, that will be.
So that what is left, maybe further we may consider that what would be the requirement of funds for laying of the additional sewage, because unless you complete sewage line, laying of trunk line may not, the purpose may not serve.
Yes, sir.
Again, some of the areas sewage would be flowing on the ground or maybe road. So you need to give us the area, how much area is required to be where the sewage line is to be laid. Are you getting the point or not?
Yes, sir.
This is one. Now, you say that page 248 suggests about the details of the line laid as against the amount allocated in 2017. Now, let us see that. Now, we will just first talk of ward number 59. Where is that?
Page 257.
257.
57.
Ward number 59. Where is that? Ward number 58, 59. Yes.
Ashram Bapu Ashram.
This is details of sewage network laid under Amrut in Lashkar.
Package.
What is 200 millimeter?
200 is the diameter, 200 mm.
No, I just want to know the kilometers.
So length is, sir, 868.36 meters.
How much it comes to? Because you say in Lashkar it has covered 30.22 kilometers.
Yes, sir.
So where from do we get it?
So, Manas, if we total the entire...
Because you 59 runs into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13. So in 13 area, you have covered 30.25 kilometers. 30.22.
We have covered...
30.22.
Yes, sir.
In the grand total, you say B plus C plus D. What is B, C and D? Where do we get B, C and D?
It is on the first column, my lord. Details of sewage network laid under Amrit in Lashkar package at page 258, first column.
250?
258
First column.
is to, the last but third lane, my lord, the total B that they have mentioned in bold. Total B word has been mentioned.
Total B.
That is, they have mentioned as 13585.39. This is the length, and dia is 300, 200. Type is DWC.
No, but we have not put the head, na?
No.
ये 13565 मीटर कितने किलोमीटर होते हैं?
B is 102780 length.
This is the length in meter.
Then next is C.
Next C is replacement, my lord, may kindly see the last column of second column, the
Yes,
last
yes.
line. This is the replacement, they mentioned as 26750.97.
And what is the augmentation?
Where the existing network was there, but it was not sufficient, so it has been augmented by adding more lines. The network was there, but it was not sufficient, adequate enough.
So how much it comes to?
So,
That they have mentioned B plus C plus D is 102780. While,
Where do we get this figure?
my lord, that is
No, no,
the,
102780.
is A plus B.
No.
What they have mentioned, my lord.
It is only length.
Yes, only length. If A plus B is 102780,
You
then B,
explain, Mr. Modi, we can't get it. Explain it us.
Yes, sir.
Because you want us to read this document. And let us know how can we arrive at the number of kilometers it has covered.
total length of
No, don't read. We can also read. You have to understand first and let us understand how much area it is covering and work it out. Your engineer is here. Let him explain. You explain how much area you have covered. Do you have your corporation engineers there also? This man is from Bhopal, na?
Yes.
So who has prepared this chart? Who has prepared this chart?
Mr. R.K. Shukla, Executive Engineer, Gwalior Municipal Corporation.
where is
Lalan
he?
Singh.
If you have your engineers who have prepared it overnight, so let us see what are the figures they have and how have they prepared it, so that we may come to the next point. Mr. You have come from Bhopal, you have annexed this document. Have you understood these documents or not? फिर तुम वही बात कर रहे हो जो यहाँ का कौन राजवीर था, कौन था वो जो कमिश्नर था, विजय राज, अब एडिशनल कमिश्नर। अब तुम भी उसी की लाइन में बात कर रहे हो। आए हो भोपाल से TADA लेकर के, और जो डॉक्यूमेंट तुमको थमा दिया, तुमने उसके आधार पे यहाँ पे एफिडेविट दे दिया। तुमको पढ़ना, इंजीनियर हो कि अनपढ़ हो? पढ़े लिखे हो ना, इंजीनियर हो, एग्जीक्यूटिव इंजीनियर हो, किस बात की तनख्वाह लेते हो तुम?
194 plus
बाबूगिरी की पैसा लेते हो क्या, कि पोस्ट बैंक की पैसा लेते हो? तुम लोग की काम करने की आदत बिगड़ गई है ही नहीं आदत। सारा काम तुम लोग जो है बाबूगिरी के आधार पर चलाते हो, इसलिए सुनते हो कोर्ट से डांटे तुम। जब हलफनामा तुमने दिया था तो तुमको देखना चाहिए था ना, क्या तुम डॉक्यूमेंट्स लगा रहे हो? ऑर्डर शीट पढ़ी थी हमारी, क्या लिखा था उसमें? और तुम नए आदमी बुलाए गए हो यहाँ पे, वो राजवीर चला गया, उसको निकाल दिया प्रभारी से, और तुमको बनाया है ना। तो किसी लायकदार तुमको समझादार बनाने के लिए कि तुम भी उतने ही नालायक हो। समझा पा नहीं रहे हो तुम? हाइट ऑफ एब्सर्डिटी। और आपने उलझा दिया कमिश्नर साहब को, मोदी साहब को। काम ये आपका है, हलफनामा आपने दिया है, आप समझाइए ये 32 किलोमीटर कैसे होता है? खड़े लकीर के फकीर। क्या मिस्टर मोदी, क्यों आप, व्हाई डोंट यू डू सम होमवर्क एट होम सिटिंग विद देम? सरकारी काम है मतलब ऐसे चलेगा? जब ऑर्डर लिखा जाता है तो कुछ मकसद से लिखा जाता है ऑर्डर, तो आपने कुछ ब्रीफिंग लेना चाहिए ना भाई। इनको 2 दिन पहले बुलाओ, समझो क्या है, क्या समझा रहे हैं। ये सब काम कोर्ट के अंदर ही होगा, होमवर्क कोर्ट में होगा। हम लोग आप लोग को सपोर्ट करते हैं, डिफेंड करते हैं, इसका मतलब ये नहीं हुआ कि आप लोग कुछ काम ही मत करिए। जो आईसी ने कहा लिख के दे दिया आपने, क्लियर। यस, आप क्या बताना चाह रहे हैं एज रिगार्ड सेकंड एस्पेक्ट?
That with regards to the second aspect of the work relating to main trunk line, it is submitted that this work includes laying down of lateral sewerage network in the remaining parts of Lashkar subcity and connecting them to the main trunk line. The
अब
work,
देखिए, अब यहाँ ये ओवरलैप कर रहा है ये।
नहीं, the work also includes replacing the main trunk line, which was laid down about 30 years ago and has now become undersized and has settled down or damaged at different places. a design covering the aforesaid works and its estimate has been submitted to the experts for review. The expert committee physically has also inspected the length of the trunk line which is to be replaced. That the DPR consultant has submitted a soft copy of the sewerage network which is preliminary in nature and requires further completion, which is likely to take 40 more days.
एक मिनट, अब यहाँ यही दिक्कत आ रही है हमको। ये क्या है? समझो सॉफ्ट कॉपी ऑफ सीवर नेटवर्क विच इज प्रिलिमिनरी इन नेचर। व्हाट इज प्रिलिमिनरी इन नेचर?
Sir, actually we were given a preliminary estimate which they represented to the court.
Who are the persons who have prepared this report? Who are those persons?
Sir, the DPR consultant had prepared.
The DPR consultant, are they experts or not?
Yes, sir. They,
So
which is
how, I just want to understand, who are the persons, who are the members of the DPR committee preparing DPR?
it's an outside agency hired by the corporation.
हाँ. Now, who has examined this report at Bhopal?
The expert committee was formed.
Who are the experts?
Experts are two experts from KPMG and sewage experts from TCS and KPMG.
हाँ. Where is that order? Appointing the committee?
Well, that was appointed,
ऑर्डर नहीं है इन दोनों को इस काम के लिए इसमें
assigned किया है
तो
and
वो ऑर्डर है कहीं पे? सरकार का काम है, कोई कागजी, वो कोई प्राइवेट काम तो नहीं है। आपने असाइन किया तो कागज कहाँ है?
वो ऑलरेडी हमारे यहाँ से काम कर रहे हैं
तो आपने ये काम उनको हैंड ओवर किया है एग्जामिनेशन के लिए, कहाँ है कागज?
सर वो एफिडेविट
previous affidavit it has been mentioned and then
No, do you have a document to show
It
that
was-
this DPR has been handed over to KPMG people?
no sir, because DPR is not ready yet.
तो यहाँ से क्या गया फिर?
एक first preliminary estimate गया था which they
कहाँ है वो एस्टिमेट? मतलब वही फॉर्मेलिटी हुई है यहाँ से भी।
वो जो 50
नहीं, don't tell me stories. Tell me what the DPR has gone from here. Now we will not go by your words. हाँ, कुछ यही नहीं लोगों ने अभी तक इन्होंने दिया क्या यहाँ से, बताइए हमको आप।
सर प्रपोजल गया था सर 561
यहाँ पे यहाँ से जो कागज गया उसका कागज कहाँ है?
अच्छा नगर निगम
जो ग्वालियर से गया है,
नगर निगम से गया है।
जो ग्वालियर से दिखाओ कहाँ है? मिस्टर मोदी,
Yes, sir.
आप एफिडेविट, गो स्ट्रिक्टली बाय एफिडेविट। आप कल परसों बताइए हमको क्या क्या किया है आपने।
Yes sir.
वी वांट टू सी, क्यों वी जस्ट अगर लिप सर्विस हो रही है देन वी टेक स्ट्रॉन्ग एक्सेप्शन। और फैक्चुअली कुछ चीज़ हुआ था, बताइए मेरे को।
ये एस्टिमेट गया था, प्रपोजल भी गया सर नगर निगम से
इट इज नॉट अ पार्ट ऑफ द रिकॉर्ड, इट इज नॉट द पार्ट ऑफ योर एफिडेविट। जो मेन डॉक्यूमेंट था, तब हमें ये प्रपोजल जब ग्वालियर से मिला है, इस प्रपोजल में ये नोटशीट चली है। कंप्लीट डॉक्यूमेंट का मतलब क्या होता है? और इसके तहत अब केपीएमजी को हमने दिया हुआ है, कितने दिनों में वहाँ से आ जाएगा। ये 40 दिन का समय जो मांगा है आपने, क्यों मांगा 40 दिन? वो पूछेंगे आपसे हम।
ये सर जब
पहले आप सब डॉक्यूमेंट लगाइए आप, अब तुम एक हफ्ता यहीं रहोगे, समझ में आया? हाँ, और जब पढ़ा लिखा करो, ये बाबूगिरी की हैबिट छोड़ दो। पूरे कागज लगा के दिखाओ, एंड वी वांट एक्शन। 40 दिन का समय क्यों मांग रहे हो वो भी बताओ हमको तुम।
सर वो लिखा हुआ सर, इनने हमारा जो कंसल्टेंट है, जो DPR कंसल्टेंट, उसने माना है सर कि ये जो जितने सीवर लाइन इसमें मिल रहे हैं, अगर इन सबको जो आउटफॉल डायरेक्ट स्वर्ण रेखा में जा रहा है सर, तो वहाँ जो ऊपर का जो पानी आ रहा है, या तो उसको इंटरसेप्ट करेंगे हम, या फिर उसको मेन ट्रंक से जो वहाँ से
उनकी मीटिंग आपने लोकल इंजीनियर से करवाई?
सर हुई है सर, हमारे इंजीनियर भी,
क्या
हमारे
उसमें
expert
क्या?
भी-
नहीं, जो इंजीनियर्स जो ग्वालियर म्यूनसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन 10 साल 15 साल से काम कर रहे हैं, जिन्होंने सीवेज लाइन बिछाई है, उनके साथ में टोपोग्राफी को लेकर के बातचीत हुई है?
उनसे नहीं सर, हमारी कंसल्टेंट्स और
तो कंसल्टेंट बैठे कहाँ पे, दिल्ली में कि लंदन में?
नहीं यहीं
कहाँ लोकल, जो ग्वालियर में है?
ग्वालियर में है
तो
सर।
उनके डेलीवरेशन इंजीनियर्स के रिएक्शंस क्या है?
वही तो सर, इसी बेस पर हमने 40 जो
मैं
कमी-
जानना, मिस्टर हर्ष सिंह,
बता रहा हूँ सर, हमने
ये कुछ नहीं जानता ये। आप मुझे बताओ, जो आपके लोकल इंजीनियर्स हैं, जिन्होंने DPR तैयार किया हुआ है, उस DPR में क्या खामियां बताई हैं?
सर वही सर मैं बता रहा हूँ सर, हमने जो DPR बना के भेजी थी सर,
हाँ।
जब उसका आपने परीक्षण किया सर वहाँ की टीम ने, तो 2-3 खामियां बताई। पहला ये बताया कि सर कई जगह डेप्थ जो आ रही है उनके कैलकुलेशन के हिसाब से, वो कुछ ज़्यादा 15 से 20 मीटर आ रही है डेप्थ नीचे, जो नहीं होनी चाहिए। तो वो उसके लिए लेवल कुछ गलत शायद ले लिए गए हैं, तो उनके लिए इनकी टीम आ गई, हमारी टीम है, वो लेवल सुधार देंगे। ये एक मेजर गलती आ रही है, कई जगह कैलकुलेशन के साथ सॉफ्टवेयर के हिसाब से लेवल गलत आ रहा है। बाकी मेन लाइन की इन लोग क्लियर है, मेन लाइन का हमारा
तो ये क्लियर करके लिख के दो हमको।
लिखा है सर, इसमें लिखा है सर।
नहीं, ये जो 40 दिन का समय मांग रहे हैं, इसका बाइफरकेशन करके दो हमको।
दिया है सर, अक्षर में दिया है क्यों 40 दिन का समय चाहिए सर। वो
हाँ।
एक चीज लिखा है सर,
हाँ।
कि वो जहाँ पे डेप्थ अगर 15 मीटर से ज़्यादा सीवर लाइन की होनी नहीं चाहिए सर, कभी मतलब जनरली नहीं।
तो जो आपके यहाँ से गई थी रिपोर्ट में, ऐसा वेरिएशन क्यों आया उसमें?
सर वो कैलकुलेशन के हिसाब से लेवल जो लिए गए थे, हमने कंसल्टेंट ने लिए थे वेरिएशन, उसी पे हम लोगों ने इनसे चर्चा भी की थी कि वो लेवल कहीं गलत हो गए हैं, तो वो लेवल फिर से सही कर देंगे। इनने ये बोला है सर पूरा सबमिट करते हुए, उसमें 20 एक टाइम लाइन हमने खोली है, क्यों इनको चाहिए सर?
नहीं, पहले तो आप हम इसको आप ब्रेक करिए इसको आप।
सर
हमको पहले आप ये दीजिए डीपीआर कब तक रेडी हो जाएगी?
सर 40 दिन का पूरा
नहीं, डीपीआर की रेडी मतलब ये जो जितने भी आपके जो लेवल्स आप कर रहे हो,
सर
ये लेवल्स करके डिजाइन कब तक रेडी हो जाएगी?
सर
हमको
वही है
बताओ।
सर, पहला हमने 3 चीज़ सबमिट की है सर, इनने जो इनके रिप्लाई में भी है सर कि सर्वे ऑथेंटिकेशन बाय फिक्सिंग सिंगल बैच मार्क, ये 15 दिन लगेगा हमें इसमें सर। इसके बाद पूरा डिज़ाइन हम लोग को पूरा डिज़ाइन इसके बाद आ जाएगा, हम लोग डिज़ाइन हो चुके री रन करेंगे सॉफ्टवेयर हम लोग सर, और सब करके उसमें 20 दिन लगेगा सर, और लास्ट में फाइनलाइजेशन 5 दिन चाहिए हमें। टोटल एक चीज़ का हमने निकाल के दे दिया है सर।
तो पहले तो ये अभी तो जो हमने कहा है मोदी साहब को सब कागज लगाओ
और
रिकॉर्ड
सर कागज हम लगा देंगे सर हम लोग।
आप लगाइए, परसों आइए आप लोग।
Malad, may we make a suggestion?
हाँ.
Small suggestion. Malad, previously they have laid this project. Malad, the basic requirement of that project that they said that 1800 dia pipeline is there where all this sewage will flow so that it may not pump, it may not go into the Swanrekha. Malad, they have exhausted this 195 CR. But my lord, the fact remained that when they have given the project completion report, at that time also that sewage was flowing into the Swanrekha. Prior thereto it was also flowing, and today it was also flowing. So the defect which has occurred at the time of implementation of that project, which was for that very purpose for which my lord is just taking them trust to, that why ultimately that 195 failed, and what are the precautions taken by them so that now this sewer shall not go into the Sonraka. And we all know that they have spent 195, and there was not a single outlet which was linked to that 1800 dia where all this sewage was required to be input, which is the project at page 26. Well, at page 26, the 195 CR they wanted to spend only for that purpose, that where from so ever this this sewer is coming, we will link it to the, what word they have mentioned, that this sewer will be linked to the aligned 1800 dia pipeline which they have already linked.
We will do one thing, let them file the documents, and then with this tender document we are referring to, we will see what was the intendment of the tender and what was fulfilled.
And I expect that we are also to help
Mr.
them.
Gupta, you also go through this tender document. You, Mr. Counsel, you please ensure that this whole bunch
We have supplied.
is supplied to Shri Gupta and also Shri Sharma.
My lord, they say that the pipelines are laid down. My lord has very rightly pointed out, pipelines are laid down. But whether those are connected to the sewer which was flowing from the old pipeline
And
or
that
not.
was the scope of the agreement.
That for that
Contract
purpose
agreement.
only. For that purpose only, they say that previous one are required to be augmented or it
Anyway,
is to be
we will hear both sides and we will see what has been
My
done in
lord,
the
permission,
past.
my lord.
And
With my
then,
permission.
and then we will come to further solutions.
With my lord permission, my lord, may I submit my lord, one thing? I am appearing for the one read petition 19102, public 2019.
इसको बंद कराओ इसको। तुम पिछली बार भी आगे गड़बड़ किए थे, शांत रहो तुम।
Bhopal relevant records should be available by day after tomorrow here.
No, we are asking them to supply you the complete set of this document to you as well as to Prashant Sharma, so that you may also furnish your comments thereupon. But remember one thing, we are here not to do any witch hunting or hair splitting. मतलब खामियां मत निकालिएगा, केवल बताइएगा जो मेजर प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, हाउ टू एड्रेस दोज प्रॉब्लम्स एंड व्हाट कैन बी डन. और अगर कुछ काम हुआ ही नहीं है पिछले 5 सालों में या 8 सालों में जिसके लिए पैसा खर्च हुआ है, यू कैन पॉइंट आउट दैट ऑल्सो. बट नाउ वी वॉन्ट टू स्ट्रेटन द रिकॉर्ड and ensure that in a time-bound period, these things are resolved.
So to save time, that is why I am praying, my lord.
Yes.
The record, Mr. So-and-so from Bhopal has come.
Huh.
He should have come along with the entire record.
If he has not come, then he will be taken for task, because last order sheet is very clear that this affidavit has to,
indicates that record
because
should be-
why did we write the last order sheet? Because it was said the matter was made over to the state government, where the technical team has examined the matter and now seeks further 3 months time. They said 3 months time, I remember that. Then only we said that Devraj, who that gentleman who had shown the affidavit, he had said 3 months time. Now it has come down to 40 days, because the Bhopal guys called to show an affidavit. And if day after tomorrow he is at loss to state his documents nahi hai, then he will be taken for task. Mister, you read your affidavit carefully And all documents pertaining to this affidavit should be with us. We are going to have a detailed hearing day after tomorrow. समझ में आया आपके? और ना आया हो और तकलीफ हो रही हो तो अपने सुपीरियर ऑफिसर से कह दीजिए कि साहब किसी और को भेज दीजिए यहाँ पे. अब ये फाइनल हम ऑर्डर करेंगे एज रिगार्ड्स टाइम शेड्यूल, और डिटेल्स में सेटिस्फेक्शन आप हमें रिकॉर्ड करवाइए कि साहब जो हमने पिछले 173 करोड़ में काम किया है, ये काम किया है और ये काम वहाँ रह गया था. ईमानदारी से पूरे कागज़ दीजिए. आई विल नॉट इंसिस्ट मिस्टर हर्ष सिंह टू मेक ए स्टेटमेंट और assist the court at this stage. First, you are a technical man, and Mr. Harsh Singh, you also ensure that whosoever officers were working here for last considerable period and involved in laying of sewage line, they should also remain present, so that there is no problem related to understanding the whole scenario in all three parts of Gwalior. Because this man has come from Bhopal, he would speak whatever the documents speak at the most, but those persons would be able to let us understand where the actual problem is to arrive and which is required to be addressed by us.
Well, if the reasons are detected for failure of the previous project, the success of this project will be
That we will see whatever could be done, because our efforts is to ensure that this project is given a proper shape
Well,
and it is implemented in a time-bound period.
well,
We are not here to only
it's a PIL, my lord.
to make
Ultimate
holes in the
object is
working,
to
but
be
if some nonsense has happened in the past, then those persons may be taken for task. Otherwise, we want to ensure that everything is now put in a straight jacket, so that further action, there is no confusion. With no further DPR, no further committee, no nonsense and no nuisance.
Previously also they were aware that what is to be done to have a clean water. Today they are also aware previous has failed, so they have to concentrate over those reasons
We are all
which has
in,
resulted in failure.
we are all in unison with that we all intend to make it work and successfully execute
That
it.
is why I am saying, you please call these officers, have a detailed conference, and let us know
Yes, sir.
how to go about it.
Only one request, Malad, if it could be 5th, if it suits your lordship, 5th of March.
Yes, for me, we are every day here, except holidays.
May I submit one thing more?
Mr. Gupta, first you should get all these documents. I request you please go through them
Yeah.
and let us understand.
One of the last order is 7th of August 23.
Yes.
Corporation has informed this court through Water Resources Department shall ensure demarcation of area of rest of the 3 dams which is required to be evacuated as has been done in the case of 2 dams. This work be completed within 2 weeks.
If order sheet dated,
7/8/23. In response to it, Shri Khoth on instruction states that evacuation process of 3 dams shall start immediately and in all probability shall be completed within 4 weeks. Second page, 7/8/23. Shri R.P. Jha,
yes, R.P. Jha.
Chief Engineer, Water Resources Department, said that he has debited the office having reached the age of superannuation. He undertakes this new income tax shall be informed about the order passed today. The Water Resources Department shall ensure demarcations of area of rest of the 3 dams which is required to be evacuated as has been done in the case of aforesaid 2 dams. This work shall be completed within 2 weeks. Shri Khoth on instruction states that evacuation process of 3 dams shall start immediately and in all probability shall be completed within 4 weeks.
So ये affidavit, sir,
It has not been started, madam.
सितंबर में दे दिया था इसका affidavit.
Report रिकॉर्ड पर नहीं है.
नहीं, इसका जो कंप्लायंस हुआ है
4/9 को दिया.
वो आपने दिया होगा ना,
4th of September 2023.
4th of
September 23.
Fifth, sir.
गुप्ता साहब, आप वो देख लीजिए जो कंप्लायंस रिपोर्ट पेश करी है इन्होंने, और फिर उस पर आप कमेंट्स करें. कॉपी दिया था आप इनको?
है सर, दी
कॉपी दे दिया?
जी सर, तभी दे दी.
ठीक है. अच्छा, आप henceforth he is amicus.
We'll give all the copies to him.
Ensure that Mr. Gupta gets every document filed in the court,
Yes, sir.
as well as the counsel for the petitioner also. Just don't just hand over to us,
Yes, sir.
and they should not be kept in dark. So I will not simply adjourn the case at your request, and this should be called out on,
5th.
today is 27th. Call it on 5th,
Public.
at the request of Shri Modi, list on 5th.